All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I'm going to attempt to show screen scrolling, and I'm going to preface this video with saying this, that I have a lot of students doing Flappy Birds, and a lot of students are doing Flappy Birds. So let's go look at the Flappy Bird background. Okay, so let's go to images. Okay, so I think essentially what they're wanting me to do is to go out here and get a background. Now, I'm going to say this right now. You cannot go and get this background right here and put that into your, into your game. Okay, notice that is the background moving here. This is perfect. I didn't even know this was going to come up. I didn't even plan this. Are you guys with me on this? I didn't even know these things were going to move. Is the background moving? No. The sky, the city's all staying the same. So what are these pipes then? They're image sprites. So these have to be image sprites moving across your screen. So I'm really not sure we need to do screen scrolling. Are you with me on that? Okay. You need to put these in as image sprites and move these across the screen. Okay. Now, since I have a video here, can I go ahead and show you how to make cool backgrounds? Okay, can I do a video on that so you guys can make these little cool backgrounds in here? So I'm going to go to GIMP, okay, and there's my smiley face. I'm going to go File, New, and you guys need to know how big the screen is. How many people know how big the screen is this year? Don't you remember the screen was 300 by 400? Okay, so there's my new 300 by 400. Let's get Smiley out of there. All right, that's my background screen. Now, if I was going to do screen scrolling, what I would do is I would enlarge this, okay, and I would go Image, Canvas Size, and I'm going to go, let's say 5 times 3. I'm going to go 5 different screens. So I'm going to go 5 times 3 is 1500. And you're going to go down here and reset all the layers and hit resize. Okay, now this is my screen scrolling. All right, so to prove my point here, I'm going to go to View, Show Grid. There's my grid. Okay, and I'm going to go to View, Configure. Where's Configure Grid at? Configure Grid. Okay, so I want this grid to be 300 by 400. Okay, hit OK. So those are my individual screen frames. Who understands this? Hello? Who gets this? All right, so as you grow through here, let me scroll this out, right? So you would show this first frame, and then the second frame, the third frame, the fourth frame, and then come back to the beginning. Okay. All right, so now to build some of these cool Flappy Birds, you're going to go down and get your gradient tool. So go get this gradient tool, double click on it, and there it is. Okay, and you can go over here and get these cool colors. So there you go. There's a Flappy Bird background right there. There's one. Okay. So you just take it and you drag it across. And I don't like that, so I'm going to go up and down with it. And it should give me some like ground. You guys see that? Control Z. Let me try to get exactly straight up and down. There you go. So that could be your skyline. And by the way, I want my grass on the bottom, not the top. You see how the green's up top? So I'm going to go Control Z. Watch this. I'm going to go from here up. And there you go. I have a grass bottom down here. And you could have your Flappy Birds in a horizon. I just made a horizon right there. Are you guys with me on that? Pretty cool. All done by the gradient tool. Okay. So you go into here and let's go get some different things. So here's one right here. Here's a cool one. This is a common one. You could just go right here. Look at that. There's your green grass that you're running on. There's your light blue sky. And there's your horizon line. Do you see how I just made that? If I put that in my video game, could anybody sue me for using that background? No. I made it myself. I made it in GIMP right there. Anything you make in GIMP is your ideas, your concepts, and nobody can ever come back and sue you. You have a timestamp. I could go right here, right now, and go File, Export, and I'll go My Background. Okay. .png. Okay. Actually, I should have made it a JPEG so it has less memory. And there it is. And now you go back over here to your game, okay? And you could just simply make this right here in GIMP. Somebody made those sky and clouds and, okay, the city and the trees. That's all easily done in GIMP. I go to MIT. Let's go to your background. So I'm going to go to my canvas. Okay, go to canvas. And you go to image, upload, choose a file, and there it is. Boom. There's my background. Can anybody sue me for using that background? No. Okay. All right. And if I wanted to, you could go into screen 1 and you could put it into screen 1 also. Okay, and then you just go right here and you do some backgrounds none, right? You go down here and you go down here, background is none, okay? And right here you go to background is none. I only made those colored so you guys could see them during the game when we were doing those. Let's go to this guy, green background is none. There you go. And now you got a better looking, okay, I would probably put this guy in here. Get rid of this guy here. Okay, and there's your background. All right, does that look good? And then I'd probably go up here if it was me, probably go up here, get rid of that red background, and there you go. You got a decent looking game there. I created all those backgrounds myself, and nobody can ever sue me for it. Okay? Do you really want to know how to do screen scrolling or not? What? That's where the background screen would move. Okay? So basically I would have to come back to GIMP and I would have to put something in my background to make it look different. Are you guys with me on that? So, geez, what can I put in there? Wow. Let me see if I can create some images in here. I think I can go to Paintbrush. And there you go. Paintbrush has this stuff here. Like there's a sun right here, right? Okay, and I can enlarge that. So that sun's going to be about 100 pixels. That's about 1/3 of my screen. And there's the sun. Okay. All right, so I just put a sun in there. Do you see that? If you want it bigger, okay, that's cool. Look at that. So I can make this cool stuff. So I'll make these so they all look different. So do you see how these are all different screens now? So now what I would want to do is I would want to, okay, show one screen at a time. Okay. Oh, there's a, look at that, there's a pepper, a green pepper. There's a green pepper. Okay. Maybe you want 2 green peppers over here. Okay, So here's a green pepper. Here's 2 green peppers. Here's 3 green peppers, right? And I'll do these to show you that I'm counting. Are you guys with me? So in this game, you need to jump over peppers. Okay, but by the way, if I put them into my screen, can I really jump over them? Can I ever contact them? No. So that's why I'm saying you have to understand this, okay? But I'm just going to do these peppers so we can see the screens change. Are you guys with me on that? All right. So I'm going to go File, Export As. My background peppers. Okay. Exported. Okay. And now you go back to here, okay, and you go to My Background, upload, choose a file, and there it is. Okay, and let's see how many peppers are showing here. Okay, so there's all the peppers. So what I would want to do here is I would want to make the width of this screen. Remember that I made the width of my screen 1500 pixels? Who remembers that? Hello? Who remembers me going to GIMP and making that 1500 by 400? You guys remember I did that? So I'm going to make this screen 1500 pixels wide. All right. Now, how many peppers do you see right now? You only see 1. So as this guy moves this direction, I'm going to move the screen the other way. I'm going to move it, okay? I'm going to move it degrees the other way, okay? So now you start going into blocks, okay? And I'm going to get rid of this guy for a second. Nah, I don't need that one. All right, so so now I can do an if statement right here, right? Okay. That's fine, man. Hey, Rup. All right, so I'm back. So what we're going to do here is go to Canvas playing field. So I think what I'm going to have to do here is go to GIMP, go to this guy here, and then I'm going to have to divide this up into different separate images, okay? Control Z that. So I'm going to go ahead and crop this guy. Double click, file, export as image peppers 0. Image peppers dot PNG. Control Z. Yeah, because we don't have the ability to do what I'm trying to. We do in Java, but I don't know it in Android. So this is going to be a difficult one. Control Z, and then here I'll just do 3. Okay, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Export as. I missed export as, and this is going to be 2. Export. All right, so now I've got to go back to MIT. I've got to load in the different background images. Come on, Canvas. Upload. Image 0. That's cool. Upload. Image peppers. That's cool. That is a big pepper. And upload image 2. And let's go. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just run a clock. I guess I'm just going to put in a clock. So I'm going to have, is that 9 minutes left? So clock, clock, control, I'll call this clock scroll background. Okay, so I'm gonna control the background. So when I start the game, where's screen initialize? Oh wow. Did I not do screen initialize in here? No, I didn't. So screen initialize. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on, and I'm gonna take the scroll background and set it to 1,000. That's 1 second. No, let's do 500. How about that? So it'll change more rapidly. So then I'm gonna come over here with my timer, and now I need a variable. So background counter, and set it equal to 0, and then do math, add variables, set your counter to +1. Okay, and then I need to go ahead and get my background counter. So I'm going to go background counter is equal to background counter +1, and then I'm going to do an if statement, and I'm going to go else if twice, 1, 2, and I'm going to say if the background counter is equal to 0, then I'm going to go ahead and set my canvas background image. And let me see if I can remember exactly what I called it. My background peppers 0. Okay. My background peppers 0.png. Where'd it go? What happened? My background peppers 0.png. I could do this a different way with a variable. I think it's going to confuse people, so I'm not going to do that right now. And then I'll just say, okay, if it ever gets to 1, show the next one. And then if it ever gets to 2, show the next one. This is 2, okay? And else set this guy equal to 0. Just reset it. Set the background counter equal to 0. Okay, so that should run it. Let me check my game. Reset AI companion, and I'm going to have a timer now controlling screen scrolling it. I could do the position of the player, right? Like if I scroll to the right, I could do positioning. I could do that if I wanted to. If the X coordinate is over 200, then let's go to the third screen. If it's less than 200 and greater than 100, it's in the middle screen. And if it's less than 100, go to the first screen. Are you with me? Just by controlling the XY coordinates of the player. So if you go to the right, you get the one on the right. If you go to the left, you get the one on the left. You stay in the middle, you get the one in the middle. Who understands that? You could do that if you wanted to, and all it is an if statement checking the coordinates of it. Okay, so you should see this game screen scroll. Let's check it out and see if it does work. Okay. All right. And there it is. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. It's a little bit too fast for me. So 100,000, that's in second. 0, 1, 2. So let's do, I need like a second pause in here. So let's do else if. Let's get rid of the else. Let's get rid of the else. That's how you get rid of the else. Else if the counter, if the counter equals 3, then let's go back and reset the counter, okay, to 0. So here we go. Let's reset, reconnect, scan in the code. Wouldn't that be cool if you were watching this video and you could actually take your tablet and scan that in? Can you do that? What? You probably could, couldn't you? Check it to see if it works. What's that? Yeah. So this should go like 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 1, 2. And yeah. I don't know. It's working somewhat. It doesn't look like I'm getting to background peppers 0. So let me make sure I got my names right. So here we go. Background peppers. My background peppers 0. is 1. And then it goes to 2 are there. And then it goes to 3. So it's only showing 2. So let me go ahead and make some changes here. Let's go if it's a 1 here. Here's if it's a 2. Here if it's a 3. Here if it's a 4. Okay. And you guys are out the door with more. We'll see it. Let me try this, see if this works. Reconnect, and we'll see you tomorrow. Keep working hard on your programs. You only got 2 days left. We got to put in high gear. Cute dress. Have a good one. Monday. Friday's a work day.